first newsreel is from Sky News. Jury in civil court finds Conor McGregor raped woman in hotel and awarded her damages. By Brian Lawless. A woman who accused Conor McGregor of raping her has said justice has been served after she won her civil case against the Irish mixed martial arts fighter. Nikita Hand has been awarded €248,603, equivalent to £206,000 in damages, after a jury at Dublin's High Court found McGregor assaulted her in a Dublin hotel in 2018. McGregor, 36, made no comment as he swiftly left court following the decision on Friday evening. He later said in a statement that he had instructed his legal team to appeal the civil court's decision, adding that he was disappointed that the jury did not hear all the evidence that the Director of Public Prosecution reviewed. He ended the statement saying, "I am with my family, focused on my future." McGregor had previously told the court he had consensual sex with Ms. Hand in a penthouse at the Beacon Hotel in December 2018. Speaking outside court after the decision, an emotional Ms. Hand said the last 2 weeks of her civil case against the fighter had been a nightmare and has impacted not only her life, but her daughters, friends, and loved ones. I would like to start off by saying I'm overwhelmed and touched by the support I have received from everybody, the mother of one said. It's something that
I'll never forget for the rest of my life. But now that justice has been served, I can now try and move on and look forward to the future with my family and friends and daughter.
Addressing other victims of sexual assault.
I hope my story is a reminder that no matter how afraid you might be, speak up, you have a voice, and keep on fighting for justice. That you can stand up for yourself if something happens to you, no matter who the person is, and justice will be served.
Ms. Hand told the civil court McGregor pinned her to a bed, choked her 3 times, and brutally raped and battered her. The jury was told she was left with extensive injuries, including purple and blue bruising along her hands and wrists, a blooded scratch to her breast, and tenderness to her neck. There was not an inch to move in this tiny civil courtroom in centre Dublin. The jury sat for 6 hours and 10 minutes, determining the future of one of Ireland's biggest stars. You could cut the tension with a knife. McGregor sat stony-faced, doing intermittent, deep, heavy breaths as the clerk of the court declared the jury had reached their decision. The judge sternly told the public gallery he will jail anyone who caused a scene when the news came out. It was a sign of the high stakes in the case. Within 40 seconds, the judge read out the news that McGregor was dreading and Nikita Hand was determined to get. Did Conor McGregor assault Nikita Hand? Yes, came the reply. The blood drained from McGregor's face, his head in his hands. As the MMA star stepped out of court, he entered a new era. He walked straight into his Bentley, ignoring questions from reporters about whether he feels remorse. He is no longer just a household name for his sporting abilities, but lawyers for the fighter contested the lawsuit and accused her of attempted extortion. They pointed to CCTV footage of Ms. Hand arriving at and leaving the hotel with McGregor and a second man, James Lawrence, whom she also accused of sexual assault. Both McGregor and Lawrence denied any wrongdoing. While Ms. Hand won her case against McGregor, she lost her claim against Lawrence. On Monday, Mr. McGregor's legal team told jurors it did not matter if they did not like or even loathed the famous fighter, urging them to look at the evidence and not his character. McGregor and Ms. Hand knew each other and had occasionally been in contact on social media, the civil trial heard. Before the assault, Ms. Hand had contacted the fighter who picked her up and a friend in his car. McGregor came on to her, but she did not want to have sexual intercourse with him as she was on her period, the court heard. What do you think about this newsreel? Do you think justice was served? Or do you think McGregor should have been given a stiffer penalty? Kindly leave your views via our email address, risingaboutshadowsofabuse@gmail.com.